Today we'll study about small intestine. Small intestine is a coiled narrow tube which is about 7.5 meters long. Food reaches from the stomach to the small intestine. Digestions happen in the small intestine. Pancreatic enzymes along with the bile juice help in digestion. Carbohydrates into simple sugar such as glucose, fats, fatty acid and glycerol, proteins, amino acid. In the small intestine, absorption happens. It is a process by which digested food enters into the blood.
It moves into the small intestine. The small intestine is the longest part of our digestive system. It is about 7.5 meters long and highly coiled in structure. It is the part where most of the nutrients of the food are absorbed. Liver and the pancreas also join the digestion. Liver secretes bile juice stored in a gallbladder and helps in the digestion of fats, whereas pancreatic juice break down proteins and carbohydrates. After that, partly digested food reaches the small intestine and intestinal juice break down carbohydrates into simple sugars such as glucose, fats into fatty acids and glycerol, and proteins into amino acids, and completes the digestion of the food. Now the digested food passes into the bloodstream. We call this process absorption.
Now in the small intestine, if you see on the walls of the small intestine, there are finger-like outgrowths called as villi. These villi are in the inner intestinal wall and they help in absorption of food. The villi increases the surface area for absorption of the digested food and they are richly supplied with blood vessels. So digestion happens in the buccal cavity and ends at the small intestine. And the major role played here is by the villi, which helps in and ensures that absorption happens. As we just learned about villi, let us see what villi looks like. Villi are present in the inner wall of the small intestine and they have a very special function. They increase the surface area for absorption of digested food. Now let us learn about assimilation. It is building of complex substances such as proteins required by the body from the digested food material. The absorbed substances are transported to the different organs through blood. The digested food is used by the body in many ways. The glucose that we get is used to get energy. Simpler fats are stored in as a source of energy. And simpler substances that we get when proteins are broken down are used for growth and repair. Now let us see what is assimilation. It is the transportation of the absorbed substances through the blood vessel to different organs of the body. It is used to build complex substances such as proteins and hence we call it assimilation.